E.
What's up, man?
That
I miss this. I miss it.
Oh, yeah, right.
When we have our visitors in, which I love.
Good visitors.
Good.
Good things happening in 25.
Yeah, it's always awesome.
That game, that defensive line, a wall of just
man muscle.
They were big boys. Yeah.
I'm a competitive girl. I love the competition of something. My team just did what I don't know many rec teams have done and take a three-peat where you go and you 3 years in a row at nationals to win. I mean, it took us 5 years to figure out how to get these jackets and we're doing really good with it. It is hard, and it's much harder in the NFL to get to the big game. But I think the pressure of that three-peat was just too much for them. And I don't know. They're so used to things.
Sullen,
it was awful.
Sad people. It was early in the first quarter. It seemed like they were just crushed. I'm talking about the Chiefs, of course.
Of course. It was my favorite Super Bowl in a very long time. It was so one-sided, but I loved every second of it. I loved seeing,
was just unbearable.
It was well, and their offense too. They couldn't stop them. And you put up 40 points. I won no money. I won no football squares. Everything the Eagles needed to do on my parlay, they did. Chiefs couldn't do. Travis Kelce didn't catch the ball first half.
He had like maybe 2 or 3 receptions.
Yeah, I think he did like 19 yards or something. Poor Taylor Swift was up there because I imagined they were
Taylor Swift is not poor. I don't feel sorry for her.
Yeah, I don't feel sorry for her either. Yeah, it's like, well, you lost the Super Bowl, burn. Okay, well, I'm going to get on my private jet now. So, but I thought the way it was going to play out is Chiefs would win because that's, what happens. And then, Taylor Swift would run on the field to be by her man and he would propose to her and it was going to be this big thing. And
oh my gosh.
Wonk, wonk.
You watched too many movies. Speaking of movies, did you watch anything good this past week or so? Streaming update?
I'm watching a show. It's an older show. It's younger. So it's an older show, but it's younger. It's called Younger. It's just this lady who took time off of work to raise her family. And her daughter is now in college. And so she's entering the workforce, but she's the dreaded 41 years old. And no one would hire her because she was too old and she'd forgotten too much. It's like, oh, you're so old. And so she lied and said she was 27 and she got this job at this really cool hip place. And so, she's portraying this 27-year-old and has a new young boyfriend. And now it's all coming out that you're really 27.
Every 40-year-old dream.
I was like, man, she's living it right now because you've missed out on everything. So she really, lived it to the fullest. And now it's all the chickens are coming home to roost.
I did rerun weekend. We watched one of my favorite movies, Interstellar, again. Oh. I've seen it before. But it's a long
Sandra
movie.
Bullock?
It's like 3 hours. Who
is on that? Is it Sandra?
So that's
George Clooney?
No. The other guy. Got the Southern accent.
Oh, Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
I do love him.
Cool shot. Yeah. It's just because it blends tech and not metaphysics, quantum physics and time travel and
all the things.
It's really cool, and some of it's accurate, but it's a long movie, but it's a really good movie. So if you haven't seen Interstellar, you haven't seen it?
Mm-mm.
Watch it. It's 3 hours. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Last time I committed 3 hours, it was Wicked. That was good. Have you seen Wicked yet?
Well, you like space cars and all that, so you'll probably like Interstellar.
Did you see the Super Bowl commercial with Fast and Furious in it?
Yes.
So
Slow and Furious, or with the ice cream. Was that Dairy Queen?
Haagen-Dazs, I think.
Haagen-Dazs, okay.
I was like, oh, are they announcing a new movie? Because I'm living for it if they were. But
I didn't think about you when I saw that commercial. I should have.
Come on.
Because you and your space cars and
love them.
Fast and
the
Furious.
More outrageous, the better.
What was your favorite commercial? I was a little disappointed in them.
Well, so much was about, hate and being on the same page and I was all ready to cry when I saw Budweiser and the horse, the Clydesdale. I was like, oh, here it comes. I'm going to cry. There's going to be like a pup. No.
If I was going to do a commercial, because we always doing ads in our guidebooks, right? Our quarterly guidebooks, awesome. First to know books on stretching, trying to get our advertisers and our graphic designers to really stretch and not do what people always do. Let's not sell services. Let's be funny. Let's emote. And if I was going to do a thing on hate, I try to find a way to get an online argument going, and then it turns into like a bromance or something. And then at the end, that's much easier, don't you think? Something like that to really show the argument, the stupid strings on like Facebook and Nextdoor, and how stupid people get, right? And how angry they get over nothing.
Nothing at all.
And that's so much more energy than actually having a good conversation. Oh, it's just me for a beer. And be done with it. And that's how it should go, right? And show that emotion as opposed to don't hate it. I get it. It's totally true.
I think one of the best commercials of all time was static. Remember back in the olden days when your TV would go out, it would just be static, or when
the snow,
the signal. Yeah. So you're watching the football game and it cuts to commercial and it looks like your TV went out. And it was only for like 3 seconds, but it was enough for people to go, what the heck is happening? Because your TV just went out and you're watching the Super Bowl. And it was kind of like, haha, made you look, and it was a commercial. I can't remember what it was for. The one that got my husband's attention was all the boobs. They did a bunch of boob commercials. Like the girls there were boobs everywhere. And then it was a breast cancer ad. And it was like, dude, you can't do that to a guy. He's sitting here going, all right. And it's like, oh, cancer.
The seal one cracked me up.
That was funny too.
That was so bizarre that you had to watch it. You're like, oh my gosh.
I was like, do they know they put his face on this? And then he's in the boat.
He's in it.
Yeah, it's a good looking seal over there.
Anyways, we're here to talk about events.
What's going on, man?
Kick us off?
Yeah, we've got, well, as always, Yavapai College is offering tuition-free certifications. We talk about this a lot because it's important. It's very important to, so many of us are sitting here. It is the beginning of the year. Take this year to, head in the right direction. They've got all these cool grants over there. Visit ycredc.com/quest-grant.
Or just Google Quest Grant, Yavapai College. It'll pop up.
Easy.
So beginner's guide to small spaces with big garden rewards. Saturday, February 15th, 9:30 to 10:30, Watters Garden Center. Always got something going on. They're free. Learn something. Spring's coming up.
I'm going to tell you, my husband is a planter. He loves to plant shrubs and trees. And I told him, I said, you need to go to one of these classes. Shrubbery. You need to go to one of these classes. And he's like, I don't know. I said, how much is a tree? Oh, like $300. I said, this is a free class. Go take this class so that we save a couple of those $300 trees.
There you go. Smart. You want to do bubbles and roses?
You don't want to talk about Gal-entines, Cabreret?
Bubbles and roses. Rosés or roses?
I think roses.
Bubbles and Roses Gal-entines Cabaret. Saturday, February 15th, 7 p.m. and Sunday, the 16th, 2:30 at Main Street Theater in Prescott Valley.
Love it over there. This is an evening of song, laughter, and love as we celebrate Gal-entines Day. So that'll be fun.
My favorite event. We can go on about this. This section or snippet will be about LARPing update. Guy's favorite. People who dress up in costumes, adults, I should say.
I love it.
That never stop doing Halloween is what this should be called. It's the 37th annual Adults That Never Stop Dressing Up for Halloween.
Arizona Renaissance Festival.
Arizona Renaissance Festival. Saturday the 15th and Sunday the 16th, 10 to 6 at Renaissance Festival Grounds in Gold Canyon. Where is Gold Canyon?
I don't know. This is a medieval outdoor amusement park. 16
What
stage
you gonna do?
theater.
Spit on me.
I'm going to jousting. 50-acre circus and arts and crafts fair, a
People
jousting
LARPing.
tournament, and a feast for everyone.
Get your tickets. Visit Arizona.renfestinfo.com. Wow, that's a tough one.
Just Google Arizona Renaissance Festival.
I concur with that. Number one.
I'm going to, at one time, we're going to LARP.
You'll never see me dressed. Well, unless I can go as the dude with my white Russian.
Yes.
I'll dress up.
Okay.
My white Russian being my wife, who wears a white fur coat and a white fur hat.
Well, we can joust. We can LARP all day long.
LARPing.
It's going to be a magical event. So excited.
Do you want to segue to the Arizona Pastel Artists Association at the Phippen?
I love the Phippen.
Phippen's cool.
Do you know
Right
what
near the
I
roundabout.
So you raise goats. Do you make soap?
I do not
or-
raise goats. We
No,
save
you
goats.
save goats. Okay.
Yes.
So the other day I was at the Phippen because it's a cool place to be, but I got donkey soap. It is amazing. The softest
What is donkey soap made of?
I would assume donkeys. I think they grind them up.
Don't want to ask.
It's milk. It's donkey milk, I'm assuming. So I'm assuming. I don't know. I just bought it because it looked really pretty. But it's the softest soap. And I was thinking, I know somebody who has something similar to donkeys.
So we don't do any milking because that's where goat soap comes from. I don't know where the donkey soap comes from.
They grind them up. I know. Yeah.
All right. Too much work. We simply save
Sorry,
them and
PETA.
let them
Just
live out
kidding.
their lives, do the thing. We had some great hand lotion that was some of that goat stuff, and it's amazing. So anyways, I don't know
I'm
what
doing it.
donkey.
Speaking
gross.
of goats and let's first do this. Saturday, February 22nd, the Phippen Museum in Prescott, Arizona Pastel Artists Association proudly presents its 9th Open International Exhibition and Sale, hosted in the Phippen Museum's lower level gallery, April 20th or through April 20th.
We
Visit
got
Phippen
distracted by donkeys and goats on the Phippen.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
tried that.
Phippen.
Do you have chickens?
We do. We have about 15.
I did not get chicks this year. I have 3 chickens, but
Do you have a problem with production this year?
yeah.
What's up?
I don't know. I've been out there squeezing them.
You think
and
it's
I've been
the
telling
food?
them. We tried, and right now they're finicky. We tried giving them just like some table scraps. They're turning their nose up at everything. They're eating their regular chicken food, but we're getting like we have 3 chickens. We might get 3 eggs a week. It's got to be
3
because
eggs a
it's
week?
cold. Yeah.
So you're running at maybe 30%?
I'm like out there sweet talking them. Bless you.
Excuse me.
I'm out there sweet talking them. I'm squeezing them. I'm talking sweet to them. Nothing.
They get a lot of scraps. We bring home stuff every day. Feed them well, but the production seems to be down. And they are aging, but we've never seen a drop like this. And I knew there was something about the food before. There was something in the news. I don't know if something else is happening.
Well, bird flu, but I don't know. My chickens appear very healthy and out doing their thing, but I don't know. Eggs are, I think eggs are $100 a piece now.
That was our chicken tangent.
Yeah. Chicken
That was
tangent.
a foul tangent we went on.
I'm foul. I got to go get some chickies.
Segueing to something less foul and more interesting, the Signature Series, Wednesday, February 26th, 3:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the Center in Prescott, which is formerly the Adult Center. I guess they changed the name of that because people are getting misconceptions about the Adult Center. Hear from the transportation planning experts at Central Yavapai Metropolitan Planning Organization, aka SIMPO, about traffic solutions designed to support small businesses and boost the local economy. Visit communitysignatureseries.com, made possible by Fane Signature Group and Talking Glass Media, to name a few, as well as Simpo itself.
Super great.
They got a really good team over there. Vinny Gallegos has put together some rock stars over there now to help things move forward. People want timely ambulance responses, but they don't want better roads. You figure that one out. Let me know how you figure it out, folks. Just being a little sarcastic. We need good roads.
Everybody wants new markets, new stores, new everything, but don't build.
Don't
People are
build
crazy.
that new road that will mitigate traffic.
Oh, people. Prescott Pop Symphony, the music of the love. Thursday, February 27th at 3:00 at the Jim and Linda Lee Performing Arts Center in Prescott. Bring your date and snuggle up on a perfect afternoon to close out the month of love. Yada, yada, yada.
I'm hitting the mic, drinking my coffee, interrupting you.
Yeah.
Prescott Pops is awesome.
They're
Again,
great.
February 27th. Awesome. Clean Comedy returns, Prescott Performing Arts. We know this dude or dudes.
Yep.
The 27th, 7 to 9 p.m. At the Prescott Valley Performing Arts in PV. Yeah. Join us for a night of clean stand-up comedy for the whole family featuring national touring comedian Keith Ellis. Go to pvperformingarts.org. Grab your tickets. I think Matt Santos is involved with that troupe. Did they call it a troupe?
Yeah, I think it is the comedy troupe.
The comedy troupe. He's starting to build something good.
Yeah, Rebecca was here last week from the PV Performing Arts when you were out playing hooky, and she is excited about this. It's
Cool.
really good
I need
show.
to go to one.
Really fun. They're a great little.
100 Men Who Care March event, not a marching event. It's a month of March event. Thursday, March 6th, 6 to 9 p.m. Founding Fathers in Prescott. Great group. Dudes come with $100. 3 nonprofits usually present. The winning nonprofit gets all those $100 bills to go to their effort. It looks like it's a night presented by DC Northern Arizona, Matt Force, and Recovery Pines. Again, you'll listen to each one of those 3 presentations. And men, you can have a beer, hot dog, make a decision on who you want to donate to, and then you get out. That's why we love it.
It's a Founding Fathers. You can get a haircut. You can work
Haircut.
out.
They got, I think, one of the largest tap rooms in central, if not northern Arizona. Go to 100menwhocareyc.com, register, and get ready to give and have a couple beers. We like it.
Speaking of beers, I don't know why, but Jeff Dunham is at the Findlay Toyota Center.
You can drink beers there too.
You can drink beers there. Saturday, March 8th at 5 o'clock at the Findlay Toyota Center. Jeff Dunham is coming back to PV as part of his AI tour.
Who took all the tickets to the suite?
For which one?
I tried to get Jeff Dunham tickets to the suite. I can't even get 2.
You couldn't get 2?
I couldn't get 2.
I got 2.
You got 2?
I got 2.
Do you have 4?
I got 2.
You have 3?
I have 2. She's got 2.
So you don't have 2 to give away. That's what
I
you're
don't.
saying. I thought you have 2 extra tickets.
No, I have 2. I'll figure it out for you. Don't worry.
Yeah, what's up with the...
So you got to put in your request early.
Well, what's too early? Why don't you say, give me 2 tickets to everything that's coming into the suite?
There you go.
And why do I have to ask every time?
We went to the Arena Cross last week.
I won't do that.
It was a lot. It was
Did you get a headache from the carbon monoxide?
I did. But I'm precious.
I love it. It's really cool. You got to go if you haven't gone to AMA. But Jeff Dunham tickets, like Terrorist on a Stick. I mean, it's my favorite.
We'll figure it out for you.
All right. We'll see.
We'll ditch Gavin and take
Producer girl over there against the wall. She's miming us.
We'll figure it out.
We speak. You can talk. You can talk to us.
She'll get them for you.
She's a fancy hairdo. She's got that hair color thing going.
She's fancy.
That? She's starting to blend into the gray wall. Getting old back there, Jay.
No, it's the bleach.
She's using purple shampoo. I don't know what's happening.
Purple into my
Yeah.
Popping purple?
Yeah.
Is that? It looks gray.
It's platinum that is depositing purple shampoo into it. I have to go see my hairdresser.
Too expensive.
Just saying, with the gray backdrop. Okay. Sorry. It is popping purple. There is a little purple on the wall. That makes you feel better.
Yeah, I can see it. Does birth order affect who you are?
Which one is she?
She's the oldest.
She's the oldest? Sensitive.
I'm very confused. Yeah.
Sensitive. The first one is sensitive. No, the first one's usually
the
like
power. I'm an
makes all the
oldest.
mistakes because the second one learns from the first one, I'm guessing. The middle one is probably the politician between the oldest and
Have
the
you
youngest.
been watching my podcasts?
No, because I'm just logical.
Watch them. They're very good. On this week's Power of the Mind, presented by Granite Mountain Behavioral Healthcare, me and Maddie and I explore birth order. Why are you and your siblings so different when you all grew up in the same house with the same parents? Does your birth order determine who you are as a person? Yeah. Are you
I
the
did
oldest?
learn from my brother.
Okay.
I learned to do bad stuff while he was getting in trouble because all the focus was on him. So I knew my moments. It's kind of
Is it just you two? You and your brother?
Yeah. And he's 2 years older. I probably got a lot of my grit because my brother's friends would pick on me all the time and beat me up and hold me underwater at the pool. And I learned how to be calm.
Yeah.
And I would just hold my breath until they let me go. I wouldn't panic. And it became known as you can't get him to pop up. You can hold him down forever. And I learned, you got beat up so much that you learned how to deal with it. And then I started beating up the bullies after a while. And that was fun.
Yeah, it is a crazy dynamic with boys because Josh was so different as a kid. He was just easy. But my grandson, he hangs out with older kids at cheer and they pick on him, the boys, because it's like, but not like,
but that's
relentless.
good.
That's what my husband was saying. Is that's what boys do.
That's where we've lost our way, I think.
Yeah.
I really, truly believe it is. It's pecking order, but it sounds like there's not an order. It's a process, a natural process to help people see where they belong and makes them stronger. We learned with our herd at the ranch that you have to let that happen. You can protect against really serious injury, but you have to let the new guys get beat up a little bit, because then the tranquility happens faster. And it makes for really healthy goats or a healthy herd to have that competition, because they move around a lot and they're kind of wrestling a lot. All of our livestock are super healthy because we allow them to free browse and compete. Everyone gets fed regardless of how bad the competition is, but they're super healthy. We got goats that are reaching up on 2 legs to go 6 feet in a tree, stuff like that. They're healthy. They're not penned up, but the competition allows for them to get strong.
Yeah.
And it's no different with human beings, but we try to make everyone safe and not get skinned up. I'm like,
They're going to get skinned up.
it's there for a reason. The natural world, just look to the natural world if you want to know how to raise your kid. I bet Frank would agree with this. Let him get beat up.
Yeah.
You can protect them from the super dangerous stuff. That's common sense. You don't have to have that discussion. Let him get beat up a little bit.
Yeah. Smart pill.
A smart pill. Yeah. Yeah. He stuck his tongue into the light socket. He got a smart pill.
In my world, it was an electric fly swatter. Have you ever seen those? The electric
Yeah,
fly
those are
swatters?
awesome.
Can I touch it? It's going to shock you. Can I touch it? It's going to shock you. Bam.
It's like
Shocks
that
them.
video, the mom's handing the daughter the pan in the kitchen, and it's like one of those cast iron pans, so you know it's hot, right?
Yeah.
She goes, the bottom's hot, and the kid's about to grab it. And she still wants to grab it. The bottom's hot. She still wants to grab it. The bottom's effing hot. And the kid backs up, and then grabs it and burns herself. So it's like smart pill.
Yeah. You've got it. It's, they're only going to do it once. My husband
So
always says, only do it once.
I'm going to put in a podcast request. Talk to your brainy pro at
Granite Mountain.
Behavioral Health, and talk about the importance of pecking order.
Okay.
And how the natural world transfers over to the human world in that regard, whether it's the playground and the bullies, the teasing, all that stuff. How is that good? We talk about how bad it is, but it's there naturally for a reason why.
And there's extreme cases, but like
Of
I
course.
noticed with my grandson, he walked in with an attitude. He was, just how boys are. He got humbled very quickly, and he's learned and he's grown a lot just being around these older boys who have been like, it's taught him to not lead with his mouth. Like, he's, mouthy, and now he listens.
Listen.
Yep. It's
Right?
been really
Otherwise,
good for
the
him.
smart pills could be pretty big.
Painful. Yeah. So.
Well, that's all I got.
Oh, wait.
What do you
Will
got?
winter snow threaten newly planted trees? Check
I don't
out
know.
Ken and Lisa at Watters Garden Center to find out.
True.
What should you do if
Is there anything
snow
else
falls?
so we covered streaming reports, events locally here. Got any good guests coming in? Or
I don't know.
we're
Who's
working
our
on
next
new
guest?
phone-in technology. Tony Tedford, our multimedia producers, we're going to be able to call around the world here shortly. I know that's new. Working on some new AI publishing tools. Pretty cool stuff at signalsaz.com.
We're going to launch a Wranglers wrap-up podcast. So we'll
Pretty
get to
cool.
talk about with the coaches and the players what's going on over there.
All right.
So that'll be cool.
Is that all you got, Jay?
Any cool guests going on? No?
I'm working on Ron Fain, and then we are also working on
Ron Fain.
So we're working on some stuff with Ron
I
Fain.
wonder if we can get him over
Okay.
here.
and then the new Marty.
And the new Marnie, which is called Steve Brassity.
There it is. Thank you. Can't think of his name.
Is that his new title?
The
Steve
new Marnie.
Brassity, your title is now the new
New
Marnie.
New Marty. He's got to get a haircut.
Are we going to get him in here so we could interview him? Cool. Awesome. That's all I got.
I'm done.
See ya.
See ya.